Hey fly fishing friends, my name's Josh Miller, and this video I'm going to share a little stonefly called the Zone Stone. Stoneflies are great patterns to use, definitely a staple in my fly box, especially winter time, water's cold, get a big fish to move out of a spot to eat a stone. This fly, pretty simple, I like tying them pretty small. I used to use a lot of big stones, but kind of had better luck and success on smaller guys. So a bunch of years ago, Chris Smith and myself was fishing Penns Creek, and he was doing well on a little golden stonefly. And this pattern is kind of a variation of his little golden stone. I call it the Zone Stone. On this fly, we're going to use a size 14 jig hook with a 3.2 millimeter gold bead. I'm going to use tan 6/0 thread. Take the thread, make a little bump behind the bead, and cut off the tag. Then take the thread back to the bend. So for the tail, we're going to use some biots. Take a pair of the biots. I'm going to tie one on each side of the hook. On the sides of the hook. And there's a natural curve to these biots, so we're going to have the curve curved inwards. Do about 3 wraps of thread. Take one for the other side. Match it up with the tips. I'm going to tie it in on the far side. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4 wraps of thread. Alright. And instead of cutting these off back here, what I'm going to do is cut them off so they're flush with the bead, so I can just maintain the body's shape. So for my ribbing on the fly, I'm going to use some midge tubing in black. Take the tubing, put it in the slot of the bead, and tie it backwards to the base of the tail. So now for my dubbing color, we're going to use gold ice dub, kind of a goldish brown color. Take a little bit of this and dub it real thin on the fly. We're going to leave just a little bit of space at the front for 2 more biots. Dub this gently up. A little bit more dubbing. Alright. Now we're going to take the midge tubing and stretch it and wrap it in even wraps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to secure this, I wrap it around the thread 1, 2, 3 times. And that'll secure the thread in place. And that will secure that midge tubing in place. Take a few wraps on top. And now we're going to add 2 more biots. And what you could do is put a little bit of dubbing bump, and that'll help the biots stick out. But I don't want them to stick out. I want them to be real slimline with the fly. So I'm just going to put them right on the sides of the fly. So like a prince nymph. So we're going to take 2 more, kind of off the stem. So like with a prince nymph, you put them on the top of the hook. These ones I'm just going to put on either side of the hook. Do one on my side first. Just slightly longer than the shank of the hook. Do 3 wraps. And then 1 more on the far side. 3 wraps. And now what I do is I fold these in reverse, the biots, and wrap 3 wraps over top, going backwards towards the shank of the hook, and that'll keep them from sliding out. Come in with our scissors and cut those tags of the biots here. So the next thing we're going to do is add a little dubbing to the collar. I'm going to use some golden brown ice dub. We're going to use a technique I call the lazy man's dubbing loop. Just get a wee little bit of dubbing, get it to wrap around the thread, and what we want this to do is just do 1 wrap around the shank of the hook. And that'll give it just a little bit of long fibers, a little bit of flash. Then take a little more dubbing and dub just a small collar here. A little trick my friend Michael Bradley taught me was to take a little bit of dubbing and put it on the thread real thin, and use that when you do your whip finish. It'll help hide your thread. Then you can come in and cut the fibers, those long ones, if you want them trimmed a little bit. That looks pretty good. So that's it. A simple little stonefly. I hope it treats you well this year and you catch a bunch of fish. Have a great day.